Hello everyone, welcome to social science class. Today we will learn about the seasons. There are mainly four types of seasons in India. First, the cold weather season, winter. The hot weather season, summer. Advancing monsoon, the rainy season, and retreating or post monsoon seasons, the transition season. Now, the cold weather season. Let's look at some of the characteristics of this season. First, this season begins from mid November in northern India and stays till February. Second, northeast trade winds prevail over the country. Now, you remember that these northeast trade winds blow from subtropical high pressure belt to the equatorial low pressure belt. As these winds blow from land to sea, and that's why this season is dry. As these winds blow from sea to land near Tamil Nadu, and that's why Tamil Nadu is the only state which receives rainfall due to these winds. Otherwise, most part of the country remains dry during this season. A feeble high pressure develops in the northern part of the country. This high pressure develops because of the fall in temperature. And because of this high pressure, winds move from the northern part outward. And the most important feature of this season is the inflow of western cyclonic disturbances from the west and northwest. These western cyclonic disturbances originate over the Mediterranean Sea and the Western Asia. Their low pressure system develops and these disturbances originate. And then these disturbances they move towards India with the inflow of the westerly jet streams. These winds cause rainfall in the northern plains and snowfall in the Himalayas. This type of rain is known as Mahavat, that is good for the Rabi crops. Next is the peninsular region does not have a well-defined cold season. The reason behind is that there is no that much fall in the temperature is seen in the peninsular India. Next, the hot weather season, summer. It extends from March to May. During this season, there is rise in temperature, and because of the rise in temperature, the air pressure in the northern part of the country starts coming down. So there is a low air pressure conditions develop over the northern plains, and this low pressure area is right from the Chota Nagpur plateau in the east up to the Ganga plain, this side of the western part of the Ganga plain. The whole part here, the circulation of air begins. That helps in the movement of the southwest monsoon winds. Then there are three important features of this season. First is the Lu, second is Kal Baisakhi, and third is the mango showers. First, what is Lu? Lu is the name given to the strong, gusty, hot, dry winds which blows during the day over the north and northwestern India. These winds originate from the desert area of Thar, western part of Rajasthan, and that's why these winds are very dry and hot, means with having no humidity. And that's why if anybody come in direct contact with these winds, even they that may prove fatal, may be dangerous to the life of a person. Next is the Kal Baisakhi. There are certain thunderstorms takes place in the Chota Nagpur area. These thunderstorms which are associated with winds, torrential rainfall, heavy rainfall, and even sometimes by hail. So these thunderstorms in West Bengal, these thunderstorms which are accompanied by rain are known as the Kal Baisakhi. Third important feature is the mango showers. Mango showers name is given to the pre-monsoon rainfall which takes place in Kerala and Karnataka. As these pre-monsoon showers help in the ripening of the mangoes, that's why we call them mango showers. Next, advancing monsoon or the rainy season. By early June, the southeast trade winds, remember that the southeast trade winds blow from subtropical high pressure belt of the southern hemisphere to the equator, cross the equator and enter the Indian peninsula as the southwest monsoon winds. As these winds blow from sea to land, they pick up moisture and cause rainfall in India. Next, the windward side of the Western Ghats. The windward side is the side facing Arabian Sea. This side receives very heavy rainfall. Always remember that windward side gets more rainfall compared to the leeward side. Leeward side is the opposite of the windward side. Monsoon in southern range of the Khasi Hills, that is in Meghalaya, receives highest rainfall in the world. It receives more than 1000 centimeter of rainfall. It is so because of the funnel shape of the mountains. And next, rainfall in the Ganga Valley decreases from the east to west. The Bay of Bengal branch of the monsoon, as it moves from West Bengal towards the western part of Uttar Pradesh, Haryana, Punjab, Rajasthan, and that's why the amount of rainfall decreases from east to west. During the monsoon season, there are breaks in the monsoon. Breaks means what? You would have seen that for few days it rains continuously. That is the burst of the monsoon. And then suddenly the rainfall stops. So that is what? The rainless intervals during monsoon. The time period when there is no rain during the monsoon, that time period is known as the breaks in the monsoon. Next, retreating or post-monsoon season. The month of October and November form a period of transition. Transition means change from hot rainy season to dry winter season. One important feature of this season is the October heat. What happens in the month of October? Days are hot and nights become cool. The land is still damp or wet. So that's why there is humidity in the air. And when during day when the temperature increases, then the weather of the days become oppressive. Oppressive weather is just like suppose there are clouds in the sky and there is no rain and we feel the humidity. That type of weather conditions takes place during October, and such phenomenon is known as the October heat. Next, the low pressure conditions shift from northwestern India to Bay of Bengal. It happens because of the fall in the temperature. As you all know that as the temperature starts falling, high pressure starts increasing. And that's why the low pressure area which was there in the northern plain area, that shift from there to the Bay of Bengal. And because of this, the cyclonic depressions originate over the Andaman Sea in the Bay of Bengal. These cyclonic disturbances bring storms and rainfall with the strong winds, and that sometimes cause havoc in the eastern peninsular India, the states of Odisha, Andhra or Tamil Nadu. Next, distribution of rainfall. All parts of India do not receive same amount of rainfall. Some of the areas there is heavy rainfall, at the same time some of the areas there is very scanty rainfall. Just look at some of the figures. Which areas receiving good rainfall and which areas are not receiving good rainfall. Parts of western coast and northeastern India receive over 400 centimeter rainfall annually. As I mentioned earlier, western coast, leeward side, northeastern, the Khasi Hill, that Meghalaya region and all, these all areas receive very good rainfall. Then western Rajasthan and adjoining parts of Gujarat, Punjab and Haryana receive less than 60 centimeter of rainfall. Then the interior of the Deccan Plateau and the east of the Sahyadris here are the western Ghats also receive low rainfall, and Leh in Ladakh also have low precipitation. It is because these areas are in the leeward sides. We have seen that there are lot of variations in the climatic conditions all over India. As we move from north to south or east to west, we find lot of variation. But there is one thing which unifies the whole country, that is the monsoon. How it does? First, a seasonal change of the wind system and associated weather conditions. Seasonal change, as I told you, in winter winds move from land to sea, and then in the rainy season again they move from sea to land. This thing provides a rhythmic cycle of seasons. Agricultural calendar, sowing or harvesting, everything depends on the monsoon. Agricultural calendar and life of the people revolve around this phenomenon. If you carefully observe all the festivals of India, you will find that most of the festivals are associated with agricultural activities. People all over India eagerly await for the arrival of monsoon. Whether it is north or south, east or everywhere, people wait eagerly for the monsoon. Good monsoon, everybody always expect good monsoons. And last of all, monsoons provide water to set the agricultural activities in motions. As the good rainfall takes place, the farmers get to work. That's all in this lesson. Thank you and have a nice day.